Right guys, I gotta call out the sheer brass neck of Sajid Javid here after the past year with him going around leading the health service into the ground. But the fact he took over from Headcock also means he doesn't have the same lame duck excuse that they can use early in 2020 that they didn't know how bad bat flu was and all of this. Of course, that excuse don't wash with me, but being very charitable, you can say for the first few weeks they didn't know what they was dealing with and panicked. Anytime after then, it was obvious who was at risk and who wasn't, as Whitty and Valance even said on the TV at the time, but yet the lunacy was continued because it wasn't about health, as you know. This is why no excuse for their actions will be accepted by me, and to be honest, Sajid Javid coming out saying this is in my mind just pissing in our pockets and telling us it's raining. He apparently wants us to take personal responsibility for our own health to reduce the burden on the NHS that he helped create after coercing the country, and as predicted, he wants the NHS app to help them do it. So it's not really personal responsibility, it's more like state-funded medical surveillance that'll eventually fine you for eating the wrong foods or smoking. It's them hoping to get the lunacy used in the last 2 years normalised for health in general going forward. Here it states, writing in the Telegraph, the Health Secretary urges people to take individual responsibility for their own well-being to reduce NHS burden. Yes, he's talking about the waiting lists and shit he helped create. The front of this prat is fucking incredible, I've gotta say. Now he waffles on a whole load of rubbish that I'm not reading through, but halfway down we find the real aim of it here. He said it was time for health to embrace the revolutions that already come to banking and shopping, saying the NHS app would be central to the changes. Yep, I'm sure it's central to a social credit system also, but he won't tell you about that one just yet. It goes on further down though, this includes making the most of the huge digital adoption that we've seen throughout the pandemic. Over half of adults in England are now carrying the NHS app around in their pockets, and I want this number to get higher, so we can use the app and other tools like these to give people personalised advice to manage their own health. So, like I said, they will use this app to tell you what you should and shouldn't do to save the bloody NHS. I'm sorry, but at this point, fuck the NHS. It costs an absolute fortune and is there to save us, not the other way around. But I've got to say, this move to make the NHS even more of a religion than it already is makes me cringe, and I mean inside. In fact, maybe we should start a campaign to encourage people to remove this pointless NHS app from their phone. As you likely know, they don't need it, and it leads nowhere good, as this video is showing you, and most of yous already know this anyway. Yes, people should take personal responsibility for their own shit and all of this, but not with the government tracking it on your bloody phone.
We're off!